Hello everyone! This is my final science project for Mr. Nick's class, for you. So, this is my Goldberg machine. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so how is this going to work? First, we're going to throw a marble through this inclined plane, step number 1, which is going to fall into this lever, making it do like this and raising a flag, step 3. Then it's going to fall through a screw, bam, 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 and fall to another lever, which there's a wedge on the other side, popping this balloon, falling the marble through here, through the wheel and axle by another inclined plane, moving these, and lighting up the candle, difficult task. Then it's going to finally fall through the last inclined plane, fall into the last lever, and raising the last flag, finishing with 13 steps. Now, let's take a look at how this works. These steps are 1. Inclined plane, 2. Lever, 3. Raise a flag, 4. Screw, 5. Lever, 6. Wedge, 7. Pop a balloon, 8. Inclined plane, 9. Wheel and axle, 10. Light a candle, 11. Inclined plane, 12. Lever, and 13. Raise a flag. Let's start. See the flag race. See the balloon pop. See the candles light. And see the last flag rise. Some tries that didn't work. Talk to my kids. We actually made it. I want to thank all this to my dad who helped me build it. Thanks, Daddy. See ya, Mr. Nick. The kinetic energy appearing in the marble is 0.16802 by its mass and its velocity. The potential energy of the marble at the beginning point is of 16.8609 by its mass, gravity, and height above the ground. This law states that energy can be nor created nor destroyed, only converted. One example in my Goldberg machine shows that when the marble passes through the lever that pops the balloon, the kinetic energy, instead of being destroyed, is converted into sound energy of the popping of the balloon. Velocity is distance divided by time plus direction. That means that the velocity of the marble is 0.4262 miles per second traveling east. A vector is a unit with both sides and direction, and in this machine it appears as the velocity and the inclined planes, which have an inclined direction going west. The acceleration of the marble traveling throughout the machine is of negative 0.0218 because of the final velocity minus the initial velocity over time. This means that the marble traveling throughout the machine, instead of gaining a velocity, it lost. The force, which is mass times acceleration of the marble, is of negative 0.040 because of the mass times the acceleration. The first of Newton's law appears in my machine by showing that the object that is in motion remains in motion with the same velocity This represents the marble traveling throughout all the steps unless it is acted upon by an unbalanced force. The unbalanced forces are all the steps the marble passes through, which changes the velocity of the marble. The second law also appears in my machine by showing that the marble increases with an increased force and increases with an increased mass. It increases by an increased force, which is the gravitational force pulling down on the marble, and it decreases with an increased mass. This doesn't show up a lot because of the small mass of the marble. The third law appears in when the marble falls into any of the three levers, and the levers push back into the marble, making it not fall through it and making it follow the path again. Momentum is measured as mass times velocity. In this case, the momentum of the marble is 0.78847.